What's up, everybody? It's me, King Epic. I hope everybody's doing great. So today, I want to talk about Belisarius. Now, I know I haven't went really into him. I was expecting big changes, but they didn't change anything from what it seems. And I just wanted to make sure I didn't give out false information and like what to really level him up with and all that. Yada yada yada. Anyways, just to let you guys know, the reason why I don't post usually Friday, Saturday, Sundays because I work 12-hour shifts. I get home and then I like either eat dinner and just go straight to sleep or whatever. And what is it? I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm gonna try and have videos preset done for the weekend so that I don't have to come home and do a video and everything for you guys. Let's talk about Belisarius. I'm gonna basically go into his talent tree, his skills, everything, and who to really match him up with, and why I actually prefer him over someone like Moto and Cao Cao in general. So anyways, Belisarius is a cavalry, peacekeeping, and mobility hero. He's basically Cav, and he's basically a downgraded version, like an epic version of a Moto and a Cao Cao, which is really awesome. Now I'm going to his skills. His skills are actually pretty sick. But basically, deception decreases target attack by 30% and defense by 30% for the next 2 seconds. Then deals massive damage factor of 450 to the target on the next turn. So basically, you get that attack damage reduction and that defense reduction, which is actually amazing. And especially if you're using him and you're focusing someone, you're reducing their attack and their defense. But then also, whoever else is actually hitting that person is also getting, that buff that you just put on them for 2 seconds. And it's, just for the next turn, which is really good because you're just basically going to be hitting them you're going to basically hit them for so much damage within such a short amount of time. And it's pretty awesome. The second one is actually just doing damage to barbarians and other neutral units, which is only 10%. That's cool. It goes up to 35% once leveled up, but that's just a nice little buff to use when maybe you could use him on passes or shrines or anything when it comes to actually first occupying them. Third skill is increases defense of cavalry units by 7% and increases march speed by 12% for 10 seconds after leaving the battle. I'm going to talk a lot about that second bonus, but in a little bit about the whole march speed after 10 seconds after leaving battle. For a certain amount of time for leaving battle, because when I tell you. Anyway, so the defense bonus is really good from this skill, but also that march speed is just insane, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. It's and then his last skill, I absolutely love this skill. When the target army has been reduced to less than 50% strength, it increases damage dealt to the target by Belisarius' army by 10%, but when you actually level it up, it goes up to 25% damage bonus. So that whole time while the unit, the army that you're actually hitting is less than 50% strength, you're basically going to have that damage bonus of 25% the whole entire time. And that's just beautiful by itself. His last skill, when expertise, it basically expertises his third skill, which gives the cav unit a plus 15% bonus in cav defense, which is awesome. And then also increases march speed by 50% for 10 seconds after leaving battle. That is absolutely amazing. The second skill, the second part of that skill is what really is going to basically push what this combo I'm trying to do and show off, is the Belisarius and Baibars combo. Now, as you can see, when expertise, it's 50% after 10 seconds, and then obviously when you come over here and this is level 5, you get 25%. But when you come over to Baibars and you come over to his last skill, upon leaving battle, but not when routed, so you got to make sure you're not routing, which obviously if you're losing the battle and you're like, all right, you know what, let me back out, you start leaving the battle, you're going to get that march speed bonus. basically with buy bars, you get the heal portion of the skill, but then you also get increases march speed by 20% for the next 10 seconds, which when you get it to level 5, you get 50%. That is 100% speed bonus when leaving the battle. So you basically zoom out when you're getting attacked. Like, let's say you're really losing a battle, you realize, you didn't put yourself in the best situation, you got caught out. Belisarius and buy bars, using those two skills by itself, you get 100% march speed bonus when leaving a battle. And it's just because of the fact that, well, with buy bars, with Belisarius, you already get that 50%, but then with buy bars just itself, you get a march speed of 50% regardless, which is really awesome because of the fact that if you think about it, let's say you defeat an army, you leave that battle, and you go for another person, you're gonna have 100% movement speed when going to that other army, and then on top of whatever other movement speed you have. So that's really sick to me, and I just wanted to point that out before I go into the talents for Belisarius, because that is a lot of march speed just to so anyways, let's go into the talents of Belisarius. So basically what you could do is you can make him peacekeeping if you're going to be using him as like a peacekeeper just for like the moment, and you're not using him for land battles, and you kind of want to just use him as someone that you can farm barbarians with or anything, or you got to use him for rallies. Go down the peacekeeping tree, and I would say if you're really going to be using him for like passes, shrines, sanctums, etc., definitely go over here to where when this commander launches a rally attack, all damage dealt to barbarians and other neutral units is increased by 3%. When you get this to 3, I believe you do get 9%, so that's a good extra percentage just for that. Anyways, I am going to be getting him to full cavalry at first because of the fact that, it's really important in regards to making sure that, like I said, when it comes to the first commander, it's always super important that what their talents are. And since he's my cavalry hero, he's my main cavalry hero, I'm using him via cavalry. So it's really important to put him full cavalry. This is what I have so far because he's only level 35, but once I get him up, I'm going to go all the way up to rallying cry, etc. Go down this full tree over here, and then I'm going to start heading down to mobility. I'm not going to go to peacekeeping because I personally don't need him as peacekeeping. And what you actually could do, and I know I should say this for other talent, when I do other talent videos, try and make sure you always check the first skill of the third tree, because when you come over here, it says increases the march speed of all units led by this commander by 3%. If you could put one talent in there and at least get, that 3% extra bonus march speed, it's actually going to help you out a lot regardless at the end. So, don't always just focus on one tree, and then when you're going to your next tree, you have extra talents and you don't put it on, like, you don't look at that, at least the first skill for the third talent, I guess, or the third talent. Look at the first skill. If it's not a good skill, like if it doesn't increase defense or anything, but this is just in general, then do it. I would really suggest using at least just one skill just to do that, because you get extra march speed. Definitely when you come over to mobility, you want to come over down this way, you get another march speed bonus. Then you come down this way, you get health, and then you come over here to cavalry and you get more mobility. A lot. It's so important when it comes to someone like using Belisarius, Moto, Sao, Pelagus, any cav hero. You want to go down march speed. It is super important when it comes to march speed in this game, when it comes to anything in regards to land fights, like moving between cities or anything. It's really important to have a lot of march speed, and especially with cavalry, they're super fast. So that helps out a lot. Then I would come over here, increase your health. But then you can't get these other ones until you actually go up the other trees, which I've looked at these trees a little bit, and to be really fair, you kind of want to go down this way. I was looking at the others and I was like, this is really good, but it's like, it's kind of hard because the mobility tree is actually really good, but I really want to focus on march speed, cavalry, and everything, which is just awesome. And when it comes to basically this skill that I'm getting to, hasty departure, when troops led by this commander depart from a structure, which I'm gonna tell you guys, when you go down this when you go down this mobility tree and you come over here and get this, it increases march speed by 20% for the next 10 seconds. I believe it goes up to 50% or something like that. Yeah, I believe it's 50% for the next 10 seconds. But this is, you got to realize, this is when you're leaving a structure. So this means when you go inside a city and you go and hit someone else, or you go inside into a flag and hit someone else, or you go inside a farm tile and then you go and hit someone else. A lot that what happens is that when someone is leaving, like when someone's trying to, you know, sneak attack you, and then you realize and you start leaving, and let's say you have full cavalry, you know, they're leaving and you can't really catch them up because you're basically the same way. So what you do is you go into a tile, and then if you have this skill, hasty departure, you can actually get an extra bonus and from leaving a farm tile or anything, and catch them up and stay with them because of the fact that, you know, you're both cavalry. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, in regards to cavalry, what's the best type of way of always ensuring that you catch someone out is definitely going into a tile and hitting someone, because it's way easier to depart from a tile when you're going down this mobility tree than to just try and chase them down or anything. You're just going to basically waste your time. So I'm going to tell you guys what's the best combos to use with Belisarius in regards to PvP and PvE. So let's just get right into it. Belisarius and Baibars, by far I think the best epic combo that you can use. You can also use Belisarius and Pelagus because of the fact that Pelagus as well, when I come over here, Pelagus as well also has cavalry attack bonus and cavalry defense for a skill, but when you expertise him, it actually goes up to 15% for attack and 50% for defense. So that's a huge amount of stat bonus for your cavalry units. And you know, Pelagus itself is a really good hero in regards to, he's basically like a good little support hero. Then you come over here, you can use him with Moto, obviously, Sao, and to be fair, Lancelot, if you really like Lancelot a lot. I know a lot of people do love Lancelot. It's really easy to actually expertise Lancelot, so you know, he's someone good to use. In regards to the best combos, I would really say is Belisarius and Baibars, the two new heroes together. Absolutely destroy. You know, the reason why I got Baibars all the way up is because, as you can see, I want all of his skills at least unlocked so that I can actually use him. But I'm not going to be pushing Baibars past 30 because of the fact that there's no reason to do that when his talents kind of don't matter after that. So just letting you guys know. PvE. Belisarius Lohar, obviously a great combo you can use for peacekeeping, hitting barbarians. You know, like I said, passes, shrines, sanctums, etc. Once, you know, that first take occupation, because after that there's no more barbarians in there. So yeah. Also, you know, Karuk event, anything. It just, that's what they're good for. Belisarius and what's her face, Boudica, you could also use that. Go down the peacekeeping tree, same thing. Belisarius and Moto, Belisarius and Sao. Basically any peacekeeper is really good because of the fact that, you know, you're basically hitting barbs. It's PvE, that's the point of it. And you know, anyone that can actually just heal up, and like even Richard and Belisarius is good. But you know, if you put Belisarius down the peacekeeping tree and then you use Richard as your second for healing or anything, so that's the PvE type of way if you really want to use Belisarius for, you know, hitting passes and all that, and also just barb farming. So I hope you guys did enjoy that. You know, Belisarius, by far, he was one of my favorite heroes in the epic version that came out, and I was able to get him the first time, and it was just really exciting. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully, you know, when it comes to looking at Belisarius and seeing whether you want to use him or not, you know, I hope you guys do think it's worth it, because he's an epic hero. He's way easier to expertise than a legendary hero, and you know, honestly, down the line you'll be able to achieve that like nothing. So just letting you guys know that. So I hope you guys do enjoy the next video, because the next video is going to be about Baibars, which I love the man too. He's really good, but he's not a first commander. I'll just let you guys know that. But anyways, see you guys later. Peace out. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next one. Deuce.